Hey, what is up, guys? Sorry about the late delay, a little technical difficulty. With that being said, go ahead, take about another 45 seconds here. Continue to set your spaces up if you haven't already. I'll be right back here with you to break down our warm-up, get into our main circuit, and just continue to roll from there. Again, sorry for the delay. Be right back here shortly.
Go ahead and make your way to your mat. We're going to have to go through this relatively quickly since we did have some technical difficulties. Sorry about that, guys. You know what to do if you're watching this on replay, #replay, and we're going to get started with the warm-up.
All right, so as you know, 1 round on the warm-up, a little bit high repetitions today, so let's burn through these. First thing we got, very simple, we're going to get those posterior muscles warmed up. We're going to start off with a big, wide stand. This is something that we call windmills. So this is going to be an opposite hand, an opposite foot move. The main focus is you want to maintain a stiff position within the leg. So try not to bend at the knee too much, just enough to avoid a hyperextension. So always that slight bend that I always tell you about. But from there, everything else is going to be hip dependent. Bringing an opposite hand over to the foot. Slight hesitation, full extension through the middle. Then going right directly into that next side. That is what we're going to call our windmill. We have 20 reps there. That's going to be 10 touches each foot. Next up, staying with the hamstrings, we're going into a good morning. So now we're going to narrow that stance about shoulder width apart now instead of that abnormally wide position we just had. Slight bend in the knee, just like we had there before. And then hands are going behind the head. This is going to help you ensure you keep a flat and neutral spine. You're going to push those hips out, feeling that pull and the stretch there in the hamstrings. Go as low as you can go, then come back to the top. Nice tight squeeze on the glutes. Full extension, so no halvesies. Come all the way back up, fully extend, and then go ahead and repeat. Continue to drive those hips out as you pull those hips forward on the way back up. We got 20 reps here also. This is our good morning. So 20 windmills, 20 good mornings. And last but certainly not least is going to be 10 get downs. Again, a more posterior focused move. Slight bend in the knees. From there, you're going to hinge out. Unlike the burpee where we squat down, hands to the floor, then we're going to jump out, trying to touch the bottom of those thighs to the mat so the hips are dipped in. Then you're going to pull back through those hips, creating a lot of force and momentum, trying to maintain a stiff leg position even as you jump the legs back up, and just bringing those feet back up under you one more time. Let's go ahead and show them that one more time. So hands down, plank out, and back up. And one thing here, if you need a modification for this move, unlike the first two, I think those are pretty self-explanatory as far as the movement goes. It's pretty basic. Just give it your best shot. Try to maintain that slight bend within the knee. With this one here, if that jump out, plank out motion is a little much for you, you can step out here as you do with the burpee. Go down, leg out, hips down, and then you can either jump those legs back up if you're ready, or you can just come in, step back up, either or. However, just try to maintain as stiff of a position as you can through the legs there. So we got 10 reps on the get down, we got 20 reps on the good mornings, 20 reps on the windmills. Let's go ahead and get these started so I can get into the good stuff.
All right, guys, you heard them. Windmills starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 total. Really push those hips back.
20 good mornings here. So just bringing those feet in, slight bend in the knee still, heels are flat, hands behind the head. Here, let's go. Push those hips out. You should be feeling a good stretch on the hamstrings here.
Good. Try to keep that chin up. That's halfway.
More. Fully extend all the way back up. All right, last stage, 10 get downs, and then we will be done with the warm up here. Put that behind us. Short break period, we're gonna get right into that main circuit. So 10 reps here, try to lead through the hips, try to touch the bottom of those thighs to the mat, and then push through those hips, bringing yourself back up to the top. And let's go.
Last 3. There it is, guys. Grab a quick, and I do mean a quick sip of water. We're going to get into the main circuit.
All right, you heard what she said. Timer's going, guys. We'll be right back to it. So have your ears ready, and then let's go ahead and get this thing going. Into it. We got a very short circuit, but we got to get a little bit of a different format. Tonight I'm going to have you working against the clock, which means there's not going to be a set number of repetitions that you're going to be working your way towards. If you want to set that goal up in your mind, you can. But what I have for you is we're going to be doing as much work as we can, as many repetitions as we can within a certain time frame that I provide for you per given exercise. So with that being said, let me show you one of the few movements we're going to have. One of them you're all very, very familiar with. One of the best body weight movements around. That's going to be our push-up. Now we're going to do a traditional push-up, so not a close grip, so we're not tucking the elbows in with the close grip form. We want to slightly go shoulder width apart, right outside of that shoulder width there, and then just enough to be able to implement those pectoral muscles and the triceps at the same time. Not too much on the shoulders. So traditional stance. Knees can be down, hands can be supported on a surface. Any of those variations apply. And also, let me mention with this too, because this is important before we even show you the demonstration. This goes for the entire workout. I want to say it now. I may say it again throughout the whole session tonight. However, when it comes to time exercises, guys, I'm not expecting you, if you can't or if you can, to necessarily go for the whole duration of the time where you're just squatting or you're doing 1 minute of push-ups with no rest, no break. Learn how to work smarter instead of harder here. What I mean by that is learn how to take breaks. Maybe that means you do 3 to 5 push-ups you rest for 5 seconds. You do 3 to 5 more, you rest for 5 seconds, so on and so on. And apply that method throughout all of the workout tonight when you're working against the clock. Always do that. You don't never have to, if you're not ready, go the entire time without moving. Without stopping to move. If you can, if you're not ready, stop, get a quick breather. You just want to spend more time performing the exercise than you're not, all right? Keep that in mind. When the clock is running, you just want to make sure you get more done than you don't. I expect you to take rest periods. If you're pushing yourself, the body will fatigue. Take a rest period. Keep the quality of the exercise good so we're not sacrificing our form for reps. That is where the injury occurs, so work smarter, not harder here. However, push-ups, knees can be down, full layout, hands elevated. You got 1 minute, leading with the chest, breathing in, and pushing back up. 1 minute total, basic push-up, any variation. Also, as your body fatigues, I expect it to do so if you're pushing yourself. Change up the form. Maybe you start full layout, somewhere in that time frame, your form starts to get a little hard, you can't get as much depth. Drop those knees down, continue to go through. If that gets tough, elevate those hands to a surface, keep going. If you can't do another push-up by the end of it, just hold a plank position. Do more than you're not. So there's no excuse, just keep moving. That's going to be our first move. The time is going to be 1 minute, 60 total seconds. Straight push-ups, as many as you can bear out. Again, working smarter, not necessarily harder. Move number 2 is going to be a burpee into a cross knee. So no push-up here, no jump. It's just going to be simply getting in and out of that plank form off the floor, but we're going to add a little bit of a core movement at the bottom, crossing those knees over to the opposite elbow. What that's going to look like is you're standing nice and tall. Unlike the get down where you're hinged out, you're going to squat down like you're sitting in a chair, hands to floor, jump those legs out. From there, you're going to go right knee to left elbow, crossing inside the body. Good, and vice versa. Then jump those legs back in and repeat. That is 1. So you got 1 minute there. Just down, cross those knees over. Make sure the hips are stable and low, parallel to the floor. Everything you already know when we talk about week to week. But just keep it going. Try to get as many as you can. That's the movement, unlike the push-up, that I expect to be a little more cardio-based. Your heart rate should get driven up there. Get up and off the ground, exploding the knees towards the elbows, working those lower core and hip flexors. So really push yourselves there, get as many as you can. Unlike the other 3 here that we're doing, this movement here is going to be a little bit more time consuming, seeing that you got to get down and up. Again, you just want to be moving more so than you're not. 60 seconds here as well, 1 minute. And last but not least is going to be 2 of my favorite movements combined. It's going to be 90 seconds here, 45 seconds each. So we're not mixing them together. We're going from one right to another. First one up is going to be a basic air squat. Shoulder width stance. Heels are flat. Chest is high. Just sitting back in that chair, pushing through the heels, breathing in on the way down, breathing out as you come back up. 45 seconds in there. We're going to switch it up. The clock will not stop. We're just going to transition right into it. Alternating lunges, one leg after another. Keeping that back knee elevated, maintaining a 90-degree angle there, and just continuing to get as many reps as you can. You guys know if you need support there for the balance of that lunge, go ahead and use the wall. Also, if you need support for the squat, get that elevated surface there available. A squat, as you know, is a seated motion. So if you just need to sit down and stand up for 45 seconds, just be sure you're keeping the knees from pushing past the toes. So that means you got to be at least a half a foot away from that surface. And then also you're pushing all the way through the heels on the back of your feet, not through your toes. That way you're not feeling a heavy amount of this in the knees, but you're feeling it more so right at the top of those knees in the quad area, working those thigh muscles. So real quick recap. We got 1 minute of push-ups. All variations are welcome. Moving on from there, we got 1 minute of burpees, half burpees into a crossover. Also, we didn't show you, because I'm kind of going through it really fast, with that burpee crossover, you guys know, like the get down, you can step out. Let's show you one of those real fast. If you can't plank out, just step that leg out, still drive that knee in, then you can walk those legs in, or you can jump back in. However, if you can jump, try to push yourself to do one. Just don't walk it out, walk it back in. I know it's a minute, but this is something that you can control. This is all about pace here. You dictate how much you get done tonight. If you want to push it haul last for that 1 minute, you push and you haul last. If you want to take your time, you want to, just kind of skate through, you can do that as well. You are in control here. I'm just going to set the timer. We're going to go, and we are going to determine how good of a workout we get individually tonight. I provided the program for you. I showed you what it looks like. Now you determine how hard you want to work with it, all right? So let's jump right into this first round. We got 1 minute of push-ups here, and like I said, all variations are welcome. If you need to take a little frequent break here and there, you can do so. Just try to do more so than you're not. 1 minute total. I have my timer here. You can run your own if you need to at home, if you don't trust mine. But we got 1 minute, 60 seconds. Clock is starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and we are off. Push up. All right, 35 seconds in, 25 to go. Keep pushing, breathe, take frequent breaks if you need to. Just keep working more so than you're not. I'm gonna keep telling you that. 13 seconds. Last 5 seconds, get you another rep or two. Perfect, this time there, you got 30 seconds here. We're going right into those planks, jumping those legs out, crossover, right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow.
Half burpee, guys, half burpee.
10 seconds. All right, ready and go. I know the shoulders are a little worn from the push-up, so you're probably thinking, Nate, why did you put this after the legs? There's always method to the science, guys. I'm a mad scientist.
Let him tell you.
You have 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Drive those knees. Nice sturdy core. No dip in the hip. No dips in the hip. 10 seconds. Get another one. Get another one. Keep it up. 3, 2, tie. 30 more seconds. 45 seconds of squats to start. 45 seconds of alternating lunges. Again, you dictate the pace. Figure out which of these exercises are easier, which ones are harder, and dictate which one you can put more energy in, which one you pace yourself through.
Guys, spoiler alert, you will have multiple rounds of this.
All right, squats, ready.
So pace yourself
Set,
accordingly.
go. 45 seconds here, we switching at the halfway marker. 90 total seconds. Minute and a half to be exact if you don't know. About halfway in on these squats. Keep sitting in that chair. Keep those heels flat. No dropping the shoulders. Nice tall position. 15 seconds. Come on, how bad do you want it tonight? You dictate how hard you work. I'll put the ball in your court tonight. What you gonna do with it? All right, lunges. Clock's not stopping. You're going right to it. feel it in those quads. You don't need weight for this workout. I think that's safe to say. 15 seconds, 15 seconds. 4.5 minute circuit. 4.5 minute circuit here, round and round. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. All right, you got 1 minute.
All right, guys, like I said, you will have multiple rounds of this. Pace yourself accordingly. That was a little bit of an insight of what it's going to be and feel like. So now you'll have a better way to gauge your pace going into the second round.
Absolutely. So guys, remember, if you need to take frequent breaks, do so. And what I mean by that again is that if you do 4 or 5 push-ups, 2, 3, whatever number you do, rest for a second or so if you need to. Don't struggle for 1 minute. That's not what I'm asking for you to do. I'm asking you to push yourself, be smart for 1 minute, all right? Push yourself and be smart for 1 minute. That doesn't always mean that you need to struggle, okay? Just keep that in mind. We get this round 2 started here in just a few. Round 2. So that round turned out to be 4.5 minutes. Same thing, clock won't stop. We're just gonna keep changing it up, so on and so on, even with the 30-second rest period. So now round 2, you are feeling this now. So maybe slow down a bit, maybe take a little longer break or so. Just keep working, try to spend more time performing the exercise than you're not. Ready, set, go. Halfway. Seconds. In 3, 2, time. 30-second rest.
Are we feeling it yet, guys?
20 seconds. Joe, jump with the ball in your court. Yeah, probably feel like you don't got a long time to rest, but again, you dictate how fast you go. Now get to a certain number, we just want to be consistent. Just want to be consistent for this time period. So, burpee into a crossover. Ready? Go. Turn those hips over on a crossover. Make sure you're getting that hip over as you push that knee over to the opposite side. $15 seconds. One more. Rest up. Squats and lunges coming up. These I felt the most.
All right, guys, coming up. Guys, use this one to catch your breath. Take control of your breathing.
20 seconds. Ten seconds. All right, lunges. Keep working. You got a break coming up after this. You get a break. Earn it. Earn it.
Almost there, guys.
20 seconds. Time.
Guys, you know what to do. Show us some love. Drop that fire emoji, that flex emoji. Let us know how you are feeling in the comments right now. And catch your breath because another round is coming up.
All right, round 3.
All right, guys, we're making relatively good time here, even with us getting a late start. So we're going to get right into this third round.
All right, clock is starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, round 3. Let's go. Ah. Halfway. Come on, what's the thing? What's a minute? Small things to a giant. Keep moving. Ten seconds. Time. Oh.
Guys are looking great. Hang in there. Half burpees coming up.
15 seconds. All right. Half burpees ready, set, go. Halfway in here. 15 seconds. Ah. 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 And that's time. Seconds coming up.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, team. Squats.
All right, guys, let's keep going. Ready, set, and let's go. Seconds. And ready, lunges.
Awesome job, guys. Move. Just move.
$30 seconds. 15 seconds. Five, four, three, two, time. One more to go.
One more round. One more round.
You know what? Actually, guys, that's gonna be it. I wish we could, but with that late start, with these last 20 minutes, we need to move over to abs. See if we can get at least 2 to 3 rounds in here before we get you guys going for the stretch. Hopefully, so far, the pace is making you feel like you didn't miss not 1 minute tonight. If not, hopefully this core section coming up will. So this is about to be the longest break here, 1.5 minutes. And then we are going to go ahead and get the core started. Pretty similar concept. Not going for a time, but 3 exercises, short-lived. And if you've been here the last few weeks, then you know that we just like to keep it rolling once we show it to you and let you finish the workout out strong on your own. Very small rest periods, lots and lots of repetitions.
If you guys are feeling froggy, you can go ahead and do another set of those when we finish up tonight.
That is always an option. All right, you got about 40 seconds here. Let me get out the way and get some new drink. All right, ladies and gents. All right, so as I mentioned to you, we will not be going for a time here. Now we are looking to reach a certain number of repetitions. So same level of work though, as far as that drive that I know that you had, because I can feel that energy because coming through the screen here. I can just feel how hard you guys are working. And I can also read it in the comments, and I can see there's no bluff there. So way to work, way to push yourselves is exactly what I'm looking for. I put the ball in your hands, and you did exactly what I wanted you to do. You executed. So let's finish it off here. So starting off, we get into some extended flutter kicks. We got 30 total reps. It's going to be 15 each side. So laying flat, heels are pushed out, toes are pulled in. And then from there, you're going all the way up. And then just alternating legs. If you can, Try to refrain from bringing the legs to the resting position. Keep them elevated throughout as you swing. If you need to go ahead and bring the legs to a resting position, please do so. Don't put unnecessary pressure into the lower back. Just let those legs slightly rest as you alternate. Again, that's 30 reps, 15 each leg here. Next up, we're moving over to elbow and knee crunch. So this is kind of similar to the burpee thing. You're going to stay in that position, but while laying flat, unlike the cross crunch, you're just going to bring that elbow and that knee together. So that right arm and that left knee is going to drive in and back all the way straight and repeat. So we got to do 15 and 15 there as well. So that is going to be a total of 30 reps again, 15 each way, similar to the extended flutter kicks for 30. And then last but certainly not least here, we got right and left side V-ups, which are some of my favorites. So you're going to sit over on the side there, sitting up, elbow is down. And remember, you don't want to be directly on that hip bone. You want to be slightly angled so that you can get that proper extension and work the obliques. Hand can be up or rested behind the head, whatever you're comfortable with. But bringing those feet up with the toes pointed out, exploding up, controlling back to the bottom. If 2 feet is a little hard for you, no worries. Keep that bottom leg down. Bring that top leg up and still go for that same number of reps, where it's going to be 10 and 10 each side for a total of 20. So we want to get about 2 rounds in here. I know we're not going to probably make it to 3. If we can, we'll do so. However, we're going to do the best with the time we got. So real quick rundown, extended flutter kicks, 30 reps, heels pointed out, toes in. Legs stay elevated unless you're feeling it in the lower back. Then go ahead and bring those legs to a resting position as you elevate one after another. Next up, opposite elbow and knee. Just cross crunching there, bringing that leg up while keeping it at a flat laid out position, 15 each way. And last but certainly not least, right and left side V-ups, 10 and 10, keeping that elbow down, trying to be a little bit tilted over more on the glute area versus directly on the hip bone. So I said enough, I showed it to you, you've seen it. Now let's go ahead and start using it.
All right, guys,
We got 15 minutes here. I think we can get a lot done in 10 minutes. Let's see. You've been challenged already. Let's just continue that theme. So I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes.
Flutter kick starting in 3, 2, 1. You have 30 total.
Once you finish those, get right into those cross crunches, and you're not alternating here. I didn't mention that. Stay with that same side for 15 straight and switch over. Right and left side V-ups once you finish those 2. And again, slightly tilted here.
10 reps on each, guys. 10 reps on each.
Alright, complete that set. Rest as much as you think you need to. We're trying to get as much done as we can in 10 minutes. We are 2 minutes and 10 seconds in. That's round 1. I think we got more than enough time to get 3. I was wrong. Let's keep pushing. I don't know where you are, but that's what we're pushing for. Hopefully you're right on our tails, if not right there with us, maybe even ahead of us. Alright, round 2.
learned to go fast. It's literally as fast as I can go.
One more round of this to go. I know you're there. Keep moving.
Guys, finish this round up. Last one to go.
All right, we're not even halfway in on this 10 minutes. We're only 4.5 minutes in, so we're a little ahead. One more round to go. We got more than enough time. We may even go back and do that last round of the first circuit. What y'all think?
Let us know in the comments what you want to do.
Let us know in the comments after we finish this round. Should we go back and repeat that do that last round of the first circuit, or should we just stretch and get out of here? I would love to hear your thoughts. Last 30 flutters, here we are off.
That was it. I started to lose count, guys. Finish strong, guys.
Man, I can't believe you're about to do another minute of push-ups and stuff like that. It's gonna be so hard.
Woo!
Woo!
How are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling?
With 3 minutes and 15 seconds to spare. All right, last round here, going back to the main circuit.
I'm not sure if he's playing or not, guys. It's hard to tell.
That's all right, guys. Y'all did it. Again,
Darn. I
maybe
was
you're
really hoping to
happy.
get that other round in.
Look, maybe I don't need to apologize about missing those extra few minutes in the beginning with the technical difficulty, because you're like, shit, another round of that, a fourth round of that would have been brutal. So maybe you're feeling like you got lucky. However, sorry for the late start. I think that workout, that pace that we pushed you at and then we tried to keep you at tonight definitely made up for lost time. However, Thursday, expect us to be here on time, ready to go. Video set, recording, everything on point. So let's go ahead and get into some stretching while we still got some time left. Go ahead and catch your breath if you haven't already, and just go ahead and take a seat on the floor. I don't think you need to stand up anymore after that one. Ooh, my abs.
I told him that missed round was God's plan.
That's what Drake said. That's what Drake said. All right, go ahead and have the seat at the bottom. You already know, legs out wide. Try to keep those legs as straight as you possibly can. Try not to bend at the knee, especially too much. And go as far as your body's ready to allow. And just hold that position, timer is going.
Oh, man. Okay.
Now, I did some deadlifts today and I am feeling those.
What's going on with my legs?
And good, butterfly. There you go, press down on those inner thighs. Keep that back straight, don't slouch. Nice tall position. It's like you got a lot of confidence, like you got a big ego right now. Chest is nice and high, nice and tall. And good. Left leg out, right leg in. Just like the first one, keeping that leg straight as you can, going as far as you can at the same time. And go. Switch it. Same thing, keep that leg straight, reach with 2. And good, 2 feet together. Again, reach it with 2. Good. All right. A lot of squats, a lot of lunges. Right leg back, left leg straight. Stretch out that quad. And only go as far as you can. We can maintain a straight leg on the left. Right knee, keep that one to the floor. And we're going to hold this one a little longer than the other, so get comfortable there. Keep challenging that flexibility, that range of motion. Loosen that area up, relieve a lot of that tension. That way it feels a little bit better tomorrow. It's not as tight. Also, make sure you're getting hydrated at the same time. And good. Switch it. And go.
Oh, I got a cramp on my foot.
Down, ab stretch. You keep those hips to the mat, not just those thighs like on the get-ups. 5 seconds at the top and up. Down. Good, and up. Down. Again, and up. All right. Way to make up for lost time, team. Good workout tonight. Actually, let me be exact. Freaking great workout tonight. I can only imagine how that made you feel, how your heart had to be racing. I know if our heart is racing and we are feeling real challenged with it, that means we know that you guys got to be feeling it a bit there too. So that's really good determining factor there that lets us know that we're pushing and challenging you guys just the way you need to be pushed out of your comfort zone and to actually gain and attain those goals you got for yourself.
Yep, guys, you did awesome as always. Way to show up and show out. And again, guys, if you are watching this on replay, hashtag replay. Let us know that you did tune in. And what did you guys think of this workout? Nate switched it up on you guys by putting the ball in your court, as he says, and doing a timed circuit. So did you guys like that? Let us know how you feel about the switch up. We like to keep things fresh and interesting for you. And I think that's really it.
That's it. Actually, I can just go ahead and say it now. I know you like to see the workout early, but I like to kind of surprise you and keep you guessing. I will let you know that Thursday, you can expect more of the same. I like that concept, and I just like the variety of switching it up. But definitely, we're going to be doing some different movements, maybe even a little bit more challenging movements, maybe even a little longer period of time.
Huh.
I guess we'll have to see. But you definitely expect the same format.
Now you gotta show up to find out.
Expect the same format. And again, put the ball in your court and let you push yourself to determine how hard you want to work and how much you want to get out of it. But with that being said, guys, let you get out of here for your night. We'll see you back here Thursday, same time, same place. And with that being said, never give up.
Never lose hope.
And never
Never
settle.
settle.
Hey, make sure you get a nice healthy meal in, your leanest, cleanest meal of the night. That way your body can get it nicely digested, get that metabolism boosted. That way you're burning calories in the morning.
See ya, guys.